this matchup.
You always get a little bit more familiar with the defense whenever you play them a lot, especially being able to play them this last game. They threw a ton of stuff at me, a ton of different blitzes and coverages and stuff, and being able to look at that tape and see what mistakes I made as well as the things I did well is going to be something that I can kind of take going into this next game.
The Chiefs are 10-point home favorites in this matchup. Clay, do you trust the Chiefs to cover the number for the 8th straight time this season?
I kind of do, and I'm sitting around, and I'm also thinking about this crazy Halloween party that went down where our boy Swag Kelly evidently got in double fights and then showed up in somebody else's house and got hit with a vacuum cleaner. And I'm sitting here trying to analyze this, all from a gambling perspective. And I actually think it could help Case Keenum because people were calling for Swag Kelly to replace him. Can you imagine, I'm calling him, by the way, Chad Kelly, because he did his own rap album. Chad Kelly got kicked out of high school, he got kicked out of college, and now he's gotten kicked out of the NFL. That's a triple crown if we ever heard one, all right? And so I think this actually helps Case Keenum, because he was sitting around saying, they want this knucklehead in instead of me, and now there's nobody else behind him. Plus 10 seems like a lot because if you watch that Monday Night Football game, arguably they were the better team. If he had dropped the pass into Demaryius Thomas, they win. So I've talked myself into taking the Broncos on the road.
You really talked yourself into it for sure.
Can I tell you, I really like Clay Travis on 2 bottles of Dayquil. That might be my Halloween costume. That's really solid so far. Yeah, the Chiefs are 6-0 in the last 6 matchups against Denver, 6-0 against the spread in the last 6 matchups. It's looking Chiefs, but I love Denver here. I really do. All right, let's throw out the game against Arizona. That was a JV squad they beat 10 days ago, but they have 10 days to prepare. They really should have beaten him. Like Clay points out, Demaryius Thomas short arms that ball. Otherwise, that's a Broncos win. They stayed close with the Rams. They played the tough teams well, and that's why I would take Denver. I think this is a 27-23 final, but also I have been terrible betting against the Chiefs the last 3 weeks, so don't listen to a word I say.
you know what, guys? If you like the dog here, you might want to grab the 10. I don't think the market's going to hold that number. I really believe you're going to see money from professional bettors take it down to 9.5. But, Clay, you mentioned Chad Kelly. I can't wait till him and Hugh Freeze show up on a college football coaching staff somewhere, even if it's in a group of 5 conference. Talk about tremendous storylines there. But, Sal, you referenced it. Kansas City has not only had ownership of Denver in the last 6 meetings, they've had ownership of the entire division. They're 18-2 against AFC West opponents and 15-5 against the spread, and they're doing it by forcing turnovers, largely because teams have to abandon their game plan. Kansas City builds a lead, forces their opponents to play from behind, and I really believe it's more of the same. The Halloween party stuff, and I know Clay joked about it, you do have to kind of factor that into the equation. Is this team going to be focused? Are they all in for Vance Joseph? That remains to be seen, and if Patrick Mahomes starts playing downhill, I do not trust Case Keenum to play from behind.
We need somebody to set a line on the most likely to get arrested at a Halloween party this year. I'm throwing my money on Vanetta. Zero doubt. It's going to happen.
All right, moving on. The Dolphins travel to
Maybe I'd win one for a change.
Houston tonight to take on the Texans on Thursday Night Football, which you can see over on Fox. Houston is laying 7 points at home tonight. Sal, should bettors be wary of the Texans in this spot?
Well, bettors, Rachel, should always be wary. Gambling is a risky. Oh, you're talking philosophically? No, they should be wary. Both these teams are 4-3. They're the most overrated 2 teams in the NFL. They are A Star is Born of the NFL, a movie in which
you didn't like that one.
Our boss Charlie Dixon admitted he cried twice
like
during.
A baby.
Yes, and we are going to cry
like
multiple times during this game because there's nothing to like about it. Look, you have the Dolphins haven't been playing well. They're not going to win their division. They're 10-1 odds to win the division. Houston -125. They have a shot. But Dolphins 10-1. The only way they have a chance of beating the Patriots is if Tom Brady's trainer is kidnapped by Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wow.
Yeah, could happen.
Gwyneth did it.
I don't even know where to go with that one. I got to tell you, is this game on Fox? Are we on Fox for this game tonight?
There we go.
That's what you got to look forward to.
So he's got to go the good guy side.
That's what you got to look forward to. That game's on Fox. You can't miss it. It's the best thing on television tonight.
Oh,
other than my guy Petros later today. I love the under in this game, honestly. And the game when it got up to 7.5, and now it's chicked back a little bit to 7. I love the storyline being, can Brock Osweiler get revenge on the Houston Texans? It seemed like every Texan hated Brock Osweiler. I think they want to rip his head up and hold it up like Game of Thrones style out on the field. Love to see what the suspension would be for that. And I think they genuinely despise him. I like when athletes don't like each other. I think that makes it more fun. When Khabib and McGregor hated each other, I wanted to watch that fight. I'm telling you right now, they hate Brock Osweiler, so that's why I'm watching also, because it's on Fox.
Come on. How many was that, like 9? Brutal. All right, guys, good stuff. I missed you guys. Can I just say that? I did really miss you. Maybe not quite. When we come back to Locking In 9 Bets, 3 men, one of whom needs Ball State to win tonight.
I hate you, Whitlock.
Stick around.